Hi, I'm Sharon, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So today, you can see I've got my trusty machine here. We're going to do some sewing.
Awesome.
So just for the record, to be perfectly honest, I do know how to sew. I have done this before. I use my machine a lot. Actually, I've had this machine for over 20 years. I know how to sew.
She really knows how to sew. She's like so good at sewing. It's insane. Yes.
But what I don't know how to do is make a fabric basket.
Aha!
Or a rag rug or a trivet. Sorry, like the thing that you put the coaster,
thing for the hot.
Or the wet or yes, those things. I don't know how to make any of those. I barely know how to say them. Mm-hmm. So, I did practice a little first. This is roughly what we want these to look like.
There we go. Cool.
Yeah. Kind of cool. Cool. And to make something like one of these, honestly, all you need is a clothesline.
Nice. Easy
There you
peasy.
go, guys. There we go. Clothesline. And some strips of fabric.
Fantastic.
Now, I went ahead and cut these out ahead of time because nobody wants to sit there and watch me cut fabric. That's boring. Oh, and pins. Yeah, help. Pins. We need some pins.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I took about half a yard of just some pretty quilting fabric.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Fun.
And I cut them into 1-inch strips.
Cool.
Just lots and lots of 1-inch strips.
Awesome. Here.
Let me see. There we go. Let me see. So,
Let me change the view.
And for those of you who do know how to sew already, or have just, crafted in the past, these do not have to be bias cut. Which is why I'm willing to do this. Because nobody wants to cut bias. Yeah, it's awful. Nobody wants to do that. That's why they make companies that make yards and yards of bias. So we don't have to.
I see.
Yes. So really, that's all we need. We need clothesline, we need some fabric strips, and we need some pins.
Perfect.
And a sewing machine.
Awesome.
To give you kind of a background, these that I tried beforehand, I just had some twine cording at home, and I thought it'd be perfect. I don't even have to buy anything. It's great. And they did work, little things, but they're tiny.
Yeah.
They're tiny, and the 1-inch strips were way too big. So when you saw the close-up, it was a little lumpy, bumpy, and awkward. Also, didn't know what I was doing. Goes with the territory.
That is the name of the show.
That is the name of the show.
Yeah.
That happens. Also, these were supposed to be flat. These were supposed to be the coaster style, not bowls.
But now they're really cute little bowls for your rings.
They
or
are.
something.
Happy accident. Happy accident.
Yes.
There we go. See?
Yeah. Oh, here. Let's see it up close. Oh, beautiful.
There we go. Just a little.
Yes.
Perfect. See?
It's perfect.
Totally meant to do that.
Yep. Intentional.
Yes.
Every second of it.
Completely intentional. So again, like I said last time, I scoured YouTube, so you don't have to.
Yes.
And what I found out, by the way, these are all over Pinterest. So have at.
Yes.
Everywhere. That true straight-on clothesline is the best to use. Also, there are a couple of different kinds. This is just 100% cotton. I think it's like a poly cotton blend, but it's just the fabric.
Cool.
They also make some that have a core, a little plastic core in them for strength and stability. And if you want to make a bowl out of that, that would be the best kind because it will give the sides of your bowl a little more strength.
Yes. Okay.
Your machine will still go through it. Not a problem. We may not do this because I can't get this.
Do you need some scissors?
I need something, yes. It's got this plastic thing on it. It's apparently Sharon proof and I can't get it off. All right. Got it. I will not be thwarted by a clothesline. All right. Now I gotta find the end of it. Yeah. Ha meh. Got it. Okay. So, all we're doing, I'm just gonna set this down next to me
Okay.
so it can just unroll. because
It's not going to be a magic trick that you're just pulling it out of your sleeve. Yeah.
yes, that's exactly what this is.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go over here to the camera real
Okay.
quick.
Let's take a look. See
Yeah.
here.
Roughly what we're doing here. There's my hand. Okay, we've got our cord, and we are just going to, for the first one, we're just gonna put that over top. You see that?
Yeah.
And then give that a little pin.
Ah.
Maybe. What? Pause. Try it again. Hold my hands out. Do whatever I can see what I'm doing. When things get awkward, I tend to pull them close to my body. That's not going to help with this. There we go. All right, so it's on there.
The sounds, Sharon sounds, are the best. I just have to, that has to be said.
Glad you like them. What? The sounds of frustration.
Yes.
All right, there's my big string.
Yes.
1 inch wide. And really all we're doing is we're going to start where you can see it. Oh, this awkward. Okay.
Wrapping around.
Wrapping it around.
Cool.
And I want to do a little bit and a little bit.
And you cover it a little bit. Okay, I see.
So kind of get it
About like halfway or something.
just a little bit, because what we're going to do then is decide what shape we want to make.
Oh.
If we want to make just, ow, there's a pin in there. A circular, shush. Don't mock me.
I'm not. I'm adoring you.
Oh, good. Somebody has to. If you want to make a circular piece, like, here we go. This one started. You see, I'm going to get right up close in here.
Okay.
All I did was start folding it in on itself. And I'm going to actually pull it back out. Because, just kidding, don't want it. It was just to hold it in place. If I let go, it's all going to go bad.
I see.
And then, like that.
This is so neat.
See? Gonna do a little more.
Oh, girlfriend, you're doing a lot at once there.
Yeah.
This is like a multitasking craft.
Yeah, you need about 4.5 hands for this.
Yeah. Any octopi out there?
Yep. Well, that's a needle, but you know, it's long. It'll work. So, all you want to do is, it's not a very
They're probably
dull. It's a kind of dull needle, but look.
Yep.
No, it's still not. Go.
They're from the crafting bin.
Because I forgot my own pins. My fancy professional pins. These are not stainless steel dress pins. I don't know if I can work in these conditions.
Exactly. Here, we'll go back to your
All right, there we go. Sorry.
pretty little face for a minute.
There we go. Okay. You don't want to see this face because it's the face of frustration. All right. Okay. Back to the camera because I'm doing a thing.
All right. Okay, back to the camera. Let's see the thing.
All right. So really all we did was just a little X.
Oh.
That's just to hold that really awkward position in place.
Cool.
And then you just keep going. And once you get going, you don't even need to pin anymore.
Oh.
We're going to do a little more. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to show that, say you wanted to make like a rug instead. Because you can make huge, like your granny's rug. I've always wanted to make one of those.
Yeah.
Instead of starting in that little circle, pull it back here if you could.
Back to that. Okay.
Start like that.
Oh.
Just start like that, and then, pretend this is the beginning, not right in the middle of the rope there.
Right.
And then just start going around like that lengthwise.
A little higher up there.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Yeah.
Just keep going like that,
Oh.
and that will give you that rectangular
See.
oval
Okay.
shape.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're just doing a little roundy bit right now.
Very nice.
So we're going
Okay.
to stick with the simple round.
Little roundy bit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm also almost down. There we go. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow.
What is hurting you?
Pins?
Oh.
Pins are hurting me.
Pins, Liesel.
What do you think? All right. So I've got about that far. And I'm going to start sewing at this point.
Oh.
Just to get it all sort of nailed down.
All
Here's
right.
all the rest of my stuff. Come to me. All right. Got my machine here. Got white thread because it's white-based fabric. I'm going to set it. No, I'm not. All right. I know what I'm doing.
I know.
I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm increasing the stitch length a little bit. And then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to move the camera so you can see what I'm sewing.
Oh.
That's also what I'm going to do.
New angles.
Yes. So my fingers might be in the way a little bit here, but just to hold this down, because these stitches, you're really not going to see them. We're just going to go back and forth a few times.
Cool.
Just back and forth. I've got a nice wide stitch length. Here's the rest of my stuff here. I've got a foot pedal somewhere. Fortunately, all I can see is my hands and not me trying to find a foot pedal. All right.
Oh, and you're just going like straight
I'm just going to go
through
straight
the middle.
across.
Okay.
Because all we're doing is holding it in place right now. And then maybe like one more. That work?
Cool.
Then I'm going to pick that up.
This feels like even something I could do.
If you can run a sewing machine, I think you can do this.
I mean, whether or not I can run a sewing machine.
Ross can.
Oh, there you go. Ross can
Yeah.
make these.
Okay, so I pulled that one out because otherwise I would be sewing like right down the length of the needle or the pin, and that's probably not good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're just gonna go. We're just making a big X here. That's all we're doing, just to hold it in place while we
Cool.
start. One more. Yoink. All right. All right. Snip. I'm gonna snip all these extras. Snippy snip. Lots of snip. And I'm gonna pause here and tell you something else you can do.
Oh.
So you see the way I'm going. And I'm gonna try to get up close. Notice my rough edges here.
Yes.
I have not done anything fancy. These are raw edges.
Yes.
So this is going to look a little raw. This would be like a shabby chic look.
Okay, totally.
If you don't want the rustic shabby chic, what you can do is basically make bias tape. Hate to say it. At least it's not actual bias, but
Right.
all you want to do is just fold it so that your raw edges are not showing,
Or inside. Yeah. Okay.
are inside, and so you have a nice clean on the outside.
Okay.
That's, yeah. And I've seen some videos where people just do it in half.
Yeah. Okay.
Others, they actually do the fancy two-fold and
Yeah.
get it all pretty that way.
I like the rough edges.
Yeah, I say I
It's
like the rough edges.
Yeah, it's like a little boho or something.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay, so once we think you've got a good base going,
Nice.
you're good here, we're going to switch this to a zigzag.
Oh.
Yeah, we're getting high tech now.
Yeah. Here, let's see.
And roughly about a 4 width, length 1.5 ish.
Yeah.
Depends on the size of your clothesline and everything else you're doing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a few more twisties here
Cool, cool, cool.
just to get us on our way. All right. Get in there. Okay. Okay, so one, we're kind of eyeballing this to see if I got my widths right. Because last time I did this, I was using that teeny tiny little thread.
Yes. I don't even
That
know
is.
how you did that.
It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It was not, I'll tell you, it was not easy.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But, and something else, some of the videos say, especially if you want the cleaner look, is to go ahead of time. Yeah, I'm still just twist them around. And sew all of your strips together.
Ah.
Yeah, to make one just pile of it at your feet.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, I think I'm gonna increase my length a little bit.
Okay.
Seems to be a little short. Not quite.
What does that mean?
As you're going, there will be more width, more length between your stitches.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
width
cool.
is how wide the stitches are going this way. That's your
Yeah.
zigzag. Length is how long it is this way.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
and this first part is a little awkward. You're gonna have to pick it up, move it a lot because you're sewing in a tiny little circle.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm also going to narrow that a touch. Okay, so I'm now at 3.5 wide and a 2 length.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you for explaining.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. A little more. Okay. And also, I will admit it's a little hard for me to see right now because I've got a big camera right at my mouth.
You do.
Normally,
what?
I'd be right up on here on the machine.
Let's pause for just a minute.
Sure. All right. technical difficulties. We tried moving the camera so I can actually, not bite it.
Being able to see is a good thing.
Being able to see is good.
Yeah.
All right, so gonna keep doing my things here. Also, once you get further on, or like once you're done, let me get my hands so you can see what I'm doing a little better. And you realize that you've missed some spots and you've got some gaps where there's just nothing holding it in place.
Yeah.
Just go back through and stitch it again. It's okay.
Oh, easy enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hand stitch it, put it back on the machine. It's okay.
Okay, so I see what you're doing. You're kind of like sewing each of the cords together
Yeah.
as you go.
Sewing the two cords together as I go.
Cool.
That's-
Okay. So that's where that width comes in because you want it to get both.
Yeah,
because
because you want to get both of them in there.
Neato.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So, you quilters out there, you magicians and sorcerers, I do not quilt. Oh, I do not quilt. Oh, yeah, I'm way off base here. That's going to have to get fixed. Okay. Whoa, come back, come back. All right. Can you see that? Yeah, I was so very off base there. Okay. And you can see about how much I'm leaving twisted at a time.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. For you quilters, what I started to say is you can actually plan out your colors and your strips to have it change colors and be stripy.
Fancy
Yeah.
pants.
I chose a patterned fabric so I
Yeah.
wouldn't have to deal with that.
Love the pattern, by the way, Sharon.
I like this one. I really like
Yeah,
this one.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's fun. But I didn't want to get into anything too difficult with this,
Right.
or it's our first time. But I have seen some that have very specifically made stripes all the way through it, where they have color coordinated everything.
Oof.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
You can make rugs like that. You can make, like I said, coasters or trivets. I'm going to get a little further on here. I'm almost done with my first strip.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to show you how to start turning this. And it may do it by itself, because last time it did it by itself.
Yeah.
Turn this into a bowl.
Oh.
And then, or a bowl or a basket. And then more fun can happen because you can put handles on them. I know, it's so cool.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I love crafts.
Me too.
Crafts are so
Oh
cool.
my gosh. Crafts keep me sane.
They do.
They really do.
They're so helpful.
We bought our house because of crafts.
Yes.
We went looking, found this house. It had the perfect potential craft room. Like, yep, this is the house.
This is the one.
Yep. All right. Can you all see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
And
It
you
looks
see,
great.
as it gets wider,
Yes.
it gets easier.
How
It's
cool.
Yeah, that first part is the hard part.
Yeah.
Just power through it. No one's going to see the base of it. No one
Right.
cares.
Right.
If somebody critiques your stitching on something like this, just, I don't know, punch them.
Punch them.
Tell
Or
them to get their own hobby.
kindly tell them, yes, to get their own hobby.
Yes, kindly tell them. This is why they don't let me do many shows. Because, yeah. Okay, so we're at the end. In fact, I may have gone a little too far. I'd like to make things difficult for myself.
Oh, no.
All right, so see, and we're done here.
Yes.
If we had done the more tailored look, we'll say more tailored, not nicer or worse.
Yes.
Because I like the rustic look.
Yeah.
This is not because I'm lazy. I actually like the rustic look.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't have to mess with this because you would have put together all of your strips.
Yes. Totally.
But if you didn't, or if you're switching colors or something like that, I guess if you're switching colors, you could have sewn them together too. I don't know. Anyway, if you're a chaos goblin like I am,
Yes.
just start laying. Oh, you can see my hands. I'm so sorry. Just lay one over the top of the other.
Nobody's gonna
That's
know.
all I did. See? Can you even
Absolutely.
tell? Nope.
Can't.
Nobody's
Can't
gonna
tell.
know.
Can't
They're gonna
even
know.
tell.
Nope.
It looks amazing.
And then just keep zigzagging. Zigzagging. And as long, oh yeah, one too close, too deep. Ah. You can see if you get too far in, it makes the twisting a little difficult. Don't do what I did. Don't beat me.
Do as you say, not as you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do maybe a couple more rounds, and then I'm
Cool.
going to try to angle it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I've gotten pretty good base going here. I could just keep going and make a nice little flat trivet.
Yes.
Shut up. Okay, I gotta say, after my first one where I just used that really thin cord,
Yeah.
this is so much nicer. It's
Oh, how
stiffer.
fun.
It's,
Yeah.
It's got a stronger base to it.
Right.
Also, remember I said the first one, it started to curve whether or not I wanted it to? This one is not. This one is staying nice and flat.
Nice.
So apparently the actual clothesline really makes a difference. I don't know if it's literally how they're woven
Yeah.
or if it's just the size, but it is so much nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say.
Cool.
But I think so.
Get back in there. Okay.
Yeah. Now that we've got a good base going, let's go ahead and angle it on purpose.
Okay. Cool.
And let's see if I can do it. Because like I said, I did it by accident the last time. So, we'll see. We'll see.
Right.
But so really all you want to do, according to all the interwebs, is we've been sewing it flat up until now. We want to just push it up a little bit.
Oh.
Just push that up and kind of at the same time.
Pull it up a little.
Just
Okay.
pull it up a little.
Yeah.
And just keep going, hitting both sides at the same time.
Oh.
So, here's where that extra hand's going to come in now.
Yep,
'Cause
exactly.
you still have to keep twisty as well. Twisty. And rotate and tilt. And slap your face with the strip of fabric. That's apparently part of it because I'm doing it a lot. All right. Keep angling. And as I'm going, you can see all of the little fluffy bits. You can see how
Yes.
this is the rustic version. Yeah. Which I am kind of in love with.
It's I really really like it.
Yeah. But I've seen pictures, I would say photos of some of the very clean tailored styles, and they are really pretty too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I bet.
And I think if I were using a more elegant fabric,
Yeah.
I would want the tailored look.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one is just so fun and funky that no, I like it. I like the roughness. So again, keep going, and you see how it just popped up by itself now?
Yes.
Yep.
So now it's on its way.
It's on its way. And we're just gonna keep going for a little bit. And now this time, interestingly enough, it instead of curling when I don't want it to, I'm actually having problems, a little bit of trouble getting it to curl. Yeah. Because of course I am. But so just keep fighting with it.
Yeah.
Keep going. And it's not even
like
a
it's
fight.
working, though.
It is
Yeah.
working, yeah. It just may not go as quickly as the tiny. I have to remember I had a tiny little cable in this one. Which is why there you are. Which is why it went so there. I don't know, cameras are hard. Why it went so
You're at a funny angle too.
yeah, why it curved so
Yeah.
quickly, I think, is
Yeah.
because I had a thin
I see.
thing on there. But I'm gonna go a little bit around more, and then I'm gonna pull it off. I know it's not complete, but just because you can always just keep going,
Yeah.
But that way you can see really how this angle is going. A little bit more. It's also kind of addictive. You just want to keep going in a circle.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of cool.
Yeah, I feel like once you get going, like
Yeah.
you could just make an enormous bowl.
You could. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to lift the needle.
Okay.
Oh, something I should say, because I'm noticing this happening, is to be careful. It's really easy to want to yank it around back and forth. You
Yeah.
will snap a needle if you do that.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen me manhandle it around a little bit. You
Yeah.
know that I am. But I'm not really yanking hard. And I'm actually
Okay.
watching my needle move back and forth a little bit.
Wow.
So just
okay.
heads up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to snip this off real quick. Note I haven't back stitched or anything. This could easily fall apart.
Yeah.
But notice how...
Oh,
hold on.
here, I
Whoop.
will.
There we go. Notice how it's starting to curve.
Yes.
It's starting to curve.
Very cool.
We're going to get a nice looking bowl going out of this.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love it.
Yep. And one thing I want to show you real quick. I'm not even going to do it on here.
Yeah.
But according to all these people that make the art ones, and they're gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh, seriously, you got to Google this and look at the pictures. They're so pretty.
Here, we'll go back to your
Oh.
face.
Oh, okay. What you can do, okay, I've wrapped a little more, is actually go back to the other camera if you would.
Sure.
Do it like that.
Ah.
And just like back stitch here to strengthen that.
Yeah.
Stop. And then start back here again.
Cool. And then
That's
you
how
have
you
your little handle.
that's how you make the handles. So you know, like it can be
Fantastic.
low here, it can be, you know, hands. Here.
Yeah.
Other camera, I'm
Other
sorry.
camera.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It can be, you know, a full-size bowl, but you can put handles on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is really cool.
Mhm. I thought that was a really,
I
really neat
love
trick.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am in love with this.
How fun.
And one other thing, I don't want this video to go on for hours and hours, so I'm going to stop here.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show you on my little bitty one here.
Sure. Back to the other camera.
Yeah, if you would, thank you. This guy, again, with that, you can see how tiny this is
Oh my
compared
gosh.
to this.
It is so
tiny.
tight. I seriously have no idea how you
Yeah,
even did that.
sheer force of will and yeah. Oh, here, there you go. See how that's
Okay.
that's what I was talking about. That can happen.
Okay.
You can just fix it. Just
Yeah.
just go over it with the machine again.
Cool.
An option that I saw was to not cover it in the fabric like this.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the thick stuff, or if you're crazy, the thin stuff.
Yeah.
Leave this as is,
Mm-hmm.
but use colored thread.
Oh.
It was gorgeous.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. Now, the pros and cons
Mm-hmm.
are when you use especially a busy fabric like this, it hides all your sins.
Yeah.
It hides all of your problems and oopsies.
True.
So I would make a few of these first to get the hang of it, and then try, because you're making your stitches show up on purpose with the colorful thread. But once you get the hang of it, then absolutely it's beautiful. And if you do that option, do that little crisscross that we did to start it with, do that in the same color. Do that in the white or the off-white.
Okay.
And then do the colorful, because this is kind of ugly, but
Yeah.
it's not meant to show up. Because
I see.
yeah, you can't see it. So do that part in the matching thread, and then start doing the non-matching, and it is
How
so
fun.
pretty.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep going on this and just see how far I can go.
Yeah.
I've got a ton of this. This was about half a yard of fabric. This is about
Wow.
half a yard. I
Yeah.
cut it up. I still have another half to go. I have plenty of this.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep going.
Neato.
So I will post a picture, or I'll try to sweet talk Liesl into doing it, because
Yeah.
technology is even harder than sewing.
I don't know
So
about
I'll
that.
sweet talk Liesl into posting a picture of it when I finish it, so you can all see. And please show me your stuff. I'm curious
Yes.
what y'all come up with this, because this is a lot of fun, and
Absolutely.
I'm really hoping somebody does a rug. I'm really hoping
Yes.
somebody-
How
yes.
fun.
Yes.
How fun.
Ugh. And also, I didn't say it on the first one, but if you guys have any suggestions, anything you'd like to see me undertake,
Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah, doesn't matter if I've done it before or not. I can sew, but yeah, there's, even if you know how to work the machine, there's a lot of things you still don't know how to do.
Yeah.
I have no problems with humiliating myself on video. So please, if you have anything that you want to see me try to undertake in the craft department, let me know.
So fun.
Yeah. So anyway,
Absolutely.
have fun with this, and we'll see you next time. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, are those on video now?
Yep.